Oh boy. Just trying to get the motivation to pick up this camera again on a regular basis and start making some videos again. I know I took a break, but with good reason. You know, things in my life are kind of weird right now. I keep having to bury friends and family. But, you know, it is what it is. That's life. At least it's not me. I guess that's one way to look at it. And, you know, YouTube's kind of done some weird things lately. And not that I make YouTube videos for a living. I can earn in a couple hours of work what I make in a month of YouTube. Actually, I could probably earn in an hour. Reality, an hour of my regular work is pretty much what I earn per month in YouTube. So I don't do YouTube for a living, and I've never used YouTube as a way to earn a living. I've never I'm very fortunate that I've never depended on YouTube money to keep the lights on and the bills paid. But, you know, it does take time, it does take money to shoot, upload, produce videos. No matter how simple the video is, it still takes time, it still takes money, it still takes equipment. So it's a little disheartening when you realize that, geez, why is my revenue stream taking such a hit? And you realize that they've taken advertisements off a bunch of your videos because they determine it to be not suitable for all advertisers. And I've always kept my channel PG-13. I've never done anything, you know, ridiculously stupid or unsafe or used a bunch of foul language, because that's not how I conduct my life, and it's not how I'm scripting my YouTube, you know. So, and they won't review it because I don't make enough views. You got to make like 1,000 views a week or something to review a video for them to manually review a video. So, you know what? It is whatever it is. So, putting that past me, and they can do whatever they want. Quite honestly, I think they're self-destructing. YouTube is, because of this politically correct climate, but who cares? Whatever. What am I doing? But I'm trying to get my day today. It's a little cooler. It's about 11:40 right now. Looks like we're at about 72 degrees, which is a nice respite from the last few days of triple digits, last 3 or 4 days in a row. But the beauty of living along the coast is that eventually the warm inland temperatures will draw that moist ocean air over the land on the anyway, and creates a fog and cools things down for us, not the poor folks in the Central Valley of California that are just getting cooked. But that's why I pay the big bucks to live where I live, because I get spoiled for my 72-degree day. All right, but what are we doing? We're cleaning. And like I said, trying to just get myself going again on making videos, talking about burying friends. My last friend that died in June, I just had a friend die September 1st, and I'm heading back up north September 10th for his services. But my friend that died back in June, early June, in the process of helping his daughter clean out his garages and his estate, and I've talked about this before, and I'm selectively dragging things home. It's hard to, like the welder, for example, it's hard to get rid of that. There's an air tank that I grabbed out of his hoard. This is the blade for the sawmill, which I've had for about 3 months now, and I haven't even taken it out of the box. Sawmill. This is a box that I got from Jerry, Crazy 45 Cat. I got to open that up. Before I can open that up, because I want to do that on camera, I want my bench cleared. But I brought a bunch of stuff home. I mean, how do you throw away a 5-pound unopened bucket of Montgomery Ward's grease? Come on, man. It is awesome. It's just a general grease. Truck, tractors, farm equipment. It says wheel bearing and universal joint grease, water pump grease, multi-purpose grease. I mean, how do you throw stuff like that away? There were about 5 cans of these, I think. I grabbed one. My brother grabbed the rest. God, you know, stuff like soldering guns. I do use soldering guns. And this Weller, this dual voltage or dual wattage 100 and 140 watt Weller is very, very good shape. Couldn't let that go out to the scrappers. A brand new glue gun. I literally have 4 other glue guns, but this one's brand new in a box. with glue sticks. I can't let that go out into the garbage. Stuff like this steel, I love heavy chunks of steel. Not that I want to weld stuff with it, but sometimes you need to hold things in place. Or sometimes you want to weld things with it. I mean, look at this. This is 1 inch thick plate. That's probably 5 by 8.5. Bunch of steel. God, he had a bunch of nuggets. Yikes! Bunch of nuggets of steel plate and blocks and bricks, and you know, a pot full of these little duster brushes. I can't let that stuff go. Maybe I should. Hard to say. Got a bag full of different pulleys with different arbor sizes and different pulley sizes, and blowguns, old school, just Devil Bisque made in the USA. Air blowers. I got a bunch of them in here. Some cool old stuff. These are all old 70s Schrader USA. Old school, but works. I plugged all these in and they work. So I got a bucket of pulleys I need to organize. This is a brass main bearing cap for, I'm assuming it'd be a boat motor. I'm assuming, I don't know that for certain. But this is a big old chunk of brass. Looks like somebody's used it for pounding. It hasn't been used for its intended purpose for a long, long time, but it's still a big chunk of maybe usable brass. I don't know, I'm an idiot. There's the TIG welder here. I did a TIG welding project several weeks ago, and honestly, I'm sitting here trying to remember why, because I used the gas. I don't remember what I did. That's how scattered my brain is I don't even remember the TIG welding project, but I want to put this away. I want to sort and organize. I got a gas-fired blowtorch. I know Rusty Glovebox has one of these. This is made by Craftsman. I'm going to actually go back and watch Rusty's video on this, because I'd like to clean it up and get it working again. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. It's got a wooden handle. I don't see any reason why it would not work. I can generate pressure. The pump works. And I just need to figure out what kind of fuel it takes. I don't know. I got to watch Rusty's video. You know, all this stuff works. Soldering station. This one's kind of cheap. I believe it's made in China. I have a couple of these soldering stations. He used to do electronic repair as well as hot rod stuff. And these are neat. Having a soldering station is cool because I do solder wires and I do solder small stuff. This is only a 50 water, but it has variable temperature depending on what you're doing. And, you know, this one was brand new. Brand new. I couldn't let it go. It came with a little roll of solder and some flux. So I got to find a home for that, you know. I got a can of goodies, a bag of goodies. I don't even remember what's in here. What is in here? All kinds of fun little stuff, brake parts and bezels and whatnot. There's a handheld torch. I took it apart to clean it up. I'll do a video on this. This is really kind of cool. It's white fuel. I'm guessing it's white fuel, but it has a wick here, and the wick heats up this generator, and you make a nice little blowtorch here. And I've messed with this a couple times already, and I made video, and I haven't uploaded the video. I may or may not do that. I don't know. We'll see. He had a cool little camera. Where did I find? Oh my God, this place is a wreck. I just had it in my hands. Oh, here it is. A little speed up camera. Got the little camera under my chin. Little spy camera. Found this in his hoard. Super cool. Absolutely useless by today's standards. I took a picture of yourself. You know, these are like 15 bucks on eBay. I already looked. Probably can't even find film for this, or maybe you can. Probably not. I mean, really, who's going to use this? But it's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm such a hoarder. I'm trying so hard not to be. Yeah, I was going to do a video on that little SpeedX camera. I thought that was fun. SpeedX. It'll probably sit in the shelf forever and ever. I won't do anything with it, but... So that's where we're at. So I got a box of rags. I'm throwing stuff away. I got this garbage can full, or filling. Got my garbage can outside full, and I need to cut the cord. What was I hammering? I don't remember what I was TIG welding. It'll come to me tonight in the middle of the night. Vacuum pump here. I don't know what I'll ever use it for. I don't recall ever having the need for a vacuum pump. I believe this is Harbor Freight. Again, I've never had the need for a vacuum pump. My air conditioning services, I would guess that's what you'd use it for. But my brother's got a nice commercial vacuum system that was given to us by a friend of ours who was a mechanic. So I would probably never use that. And I can't think of any other reason other than AC to use much of a vacuum pump. I don't know. Maybe I'll come up with something, but this video is probably long and boring and you guys don't want to see this. Oh, this is for the Dodge. You pick this up. Set of air horns. They're 14 and 16 inch trumpet Hadley horns. And I've got a little Hadley compressor. This is the same compressor I'm running in the horn setup in my Suburban. And my plan is to, because I have 4 air horns in the Suburban, 2 of the long ones, the 20-inch ones, they're 18s or 20s, I don't remember now exactly. They're stainless steel. This is chrome over brass, it looks like. Or anyway, yeah, chrome over brass. I want to take one of the 4th horn, the long stainless steel 4th horn, so I only have 3 in the Suburban, and put the 3rd here, so I have 3 in the Dodge. That's a project I got to get to. Those are cool. I love having horns because the Dodge horns are meek. They're meek and they're kind of lame, quite honestly. So that's where I'm at. Oh, I got picked this up too. I picked up this little arm, this little lighted mirror. Come on, baby. There it goes. And it works. And it works quite well, actually. I've actually wanted one of these for quite a while, but haven't, I didn't come across it till now, but this was in his hoard for his electronic stuff, so that'll stay there, and I'll run with this fluorescent tube while it still works, and when it eventually fails, I'll convert it to LED lights. I suspect that would be just a more modern way to keep this going, but this magnifying glass is, well, this is old, and this is an actual glass magnifier, so it has really good magnification properties. Takes a few seconds. Bink. So it has pretty good, you can see my dirty hands. It has pretty good magnification properties. I like it. And the older my eyes get, the happier it is to have that. So I'm going to continue filling the garbage can. And yeah, as I mentioned, that red tank is I'm going to tuck that up under the bed of the Dodge. I think I can fit it under there because that's small enough. Passenger side, opposite of the fuel tank. Put the compressor inside the truck under the back seat, run the line to the tank that's on the outside, give it a good coating of fluid film or something so it doesn't rust, and then run copper lines up to the front for the toot horns. It's a continuing process. And that's all I got to say. Alright, gentlemen and ladies, I appreciate you sticking around with my channel. Last few months have been kind of sparse in my videos, but I explained why earlier. And we're just going to push past it. Just going to move forward, move onward, and maybe eventually my friends will stop dying, and maybe eventually YouTube will sort it out, figure it out. Or maybe they'll demonetize this video because I'm not talking pleasurably about them. What are you going to do? Alright, gotta go, gotta run. See ya! Alright, it's way later in the day. It's the same day, but it's way later in the day. Yeah, I didn't work on this non-stop. I put a few good solid hours of work in here when all's said and done, but it seems to be an anomaly these days to have my truck parked out in front of the house, and people that know me know that I don't really follow my phone that closely on the weekend because I want to get stuff did. And I don't answer my phone, so if they see my truck out front, they just stop by and say, hey, which isn't horrible. I'm not complaining. It just is what it is. But, and I get distracted, you know, ADD. Ooh, I'm going to work on the yard for a little bit. Ooh, I want to trim the, you know, pull a few apples off the apple tree and pull some leaves and rake and clean. And so it's fine. A lot of stuff got done today. A lot of things got put away today. Threw a bunch of stuff in here away. That's it. You know, that's kind of how my day is. It's because tomorrow it's work. Today's Monday the 4th. Labor Day, and I was invited to have a bite to eat over at a friend's house. So I just got home from that, and I'm going to open up the box from Jerry, Crazy 45 Cat, and I'm going to do that in a different video, but I just wanted to show you that I do have a workbench. I do have a floor to my workbench, and I have decent working space in here. I got to keep this 16 by 16 area as workable as possible, although man, these walls are giving me stress. Look at how much stuff is up there. Woo! Oh well, you eat an elephant one bite at a time, and I gotta keep having these purge events, because the more stuff I inherit from all my friends and family that are passing away is so hard to get rid of. You know, stuff that belonged to certain people that had special memories in your life, and you don't want to throw stuff away, but you can't keep it all. So you know, whatever, you just do what you got to do and you move on. You either use it, or you sell it, or you recycle it, or you give it away, or do something. So anywho, that is that. I'm gonna go and open this box up. So I'm gonna set the camera down, take a deep breath, go grab a glass of water. I can't even speak. So anyway, I'm going to shut this video off here. We're good. I'm going to fire up another video in about 30 seconds when I go get myself a nice fresh glass of ice water, and we'll fire that thing up for the next video, and that's it. All right, gotta go, gotta run. See ya.